I love the music. I mean, I'm an Eagles fan, so I'm not opposed to it. It'd be great to sit and listen.
Did you say you wanted it up?
Yeah, turn it up. That way they can't hear me. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. Good afternoon. I'm Richard Haas with Kettering Health Network, and thank you very much for coming to lunch today. I tried to get around the room and shake everybody's hand and introduce myself, but we're very thankful and appreciative that you've come to lunch today, and there's more there, so feel free to get up and grab more while we're talking. My intent is for this to be very informal, and I don't have a formal presentation to put up here on flip charts or anything to just show you. Right now I kind of see this as us getting acquainted. Many of you probably all know each other, and I just want to have you get acquainted with Kettering Health Network and our intentions for this building, which I'm sure everybody's on pins and needles for. And we can just talk real openly about that, and that's my intent. Let me introduce who's here with me today. Kirk and Chris Gayhart. You've met at least Kirk. I don't know about Chris, but Chris is the financial guy, I think, of Chris, and Kirk is the person who is interacting with most of our tenants. And JRMA manages about 1 million square feet for Kettering Health Network around our community. So obviously we're real acquainted with JRMA in the organization. Bruce Chan, raise your hand here. Bruce is with business development at Kettering Hospital and very much works with our medical staff and our projects that we have around the community on behalf of Kettering Medical Center. So, let's see, I think Mick Maycomer is here too. And Mick is an attorney, so don't be nervous about that. But he's the one that you'd probably be dealing with if there's any issues on leases or anything like that. So I wanted you to meet him and know that he's a nice guy and willing to work with you. And so he and I kind of tag team a lot of our projects together. So my job with Kettering Health Network is I've been with Kettering Health Network for 20 plus years now. I've done literally all kinds of things from being president of our hospital to general vice president to the HR head. So I've worked at most all the campuses that Kettering Health Network has in the area and supported them. And right now we work as a team to kind of keep an eye on all of our major capital projects, like building a cancer center recently, and then the real estate that we own and the real estate we're going to acquire. So that's kind of the hat I wear right now for Kettering Health Network. So I want this to be open, you guys. If you've got a question, put your hand up and let's just talk through your questions. I'm not going to try to be evasive, but I may not have 100% of the answers you're looking for either. And I know there's a bunch of clinical psychiatrists, psychologists in the room, so you need to give me a cue if you think I'm saying something that's sending the wrong message, okay? But I hope everybody's familiar with Kettering Health Network, and if you're not, you probably haven't heard it very long. But Kettering obviously is one of the top 2 or 3 employers in the community. We literally own millions of square feet of real estate around it. Most of it is to support our medical staff and our outpatient services. So we're not a company that owns real estate as an investor. That's not our intent. So we do it to promote the mission of the organization throughout the community. So happy to meet that many of you are already in medical type services, and so I see that as a very potentially good fit for us long term. But and those of you that aren't in medical, we need to talk through the building and how you fit, where you've been in the building, all those things we just need to learn and understand about you. So that's my intent. What I would like to do before I forget though is have our guests at least tell me who you are, that you were here, and if you would just sign in, would you do that? And tell me who you represent, and I'd appreciate that. That way I'd have some idea if I've missed somebody and that we need to go back and talk to somebody individually after this meeting. So I've got a slew, I have a bunch of pins here. I'm going to start right here with the lady who's got the video camera going. Your flashlight's on. That may really affect your battery life if you're got your microphone.
Probably will die, but
So just sign that and pass that around.
Sure.
So the big elephant in the room, we should probably talk about that first. You may have not noticed him when you walked in, a big elephant. But what the world is Kettering Hospital doing buying a building in the middle of Oakland, right? And what's going to happen to me? Does anybody have that question? Are you curious? I don't think you buy a piece of land or buy a building where that question doesn't come up. Oh my goodness, now what? And I wish I could put the flip chart up here and say, here's our plans. I'll be as honest with you as I can. As I already said, we typically buy buildings in the poor condition of the hospital. And work with the community that is, the community that's around our services as best as we possibly can. So, this is a building that's about, 55, 60,000 square feet. I found out that Lorenzen Williams, an architect that we used, designed the building back in the 50s. They actually lived in this building for many, many years. I was complaining to them one day about this old building down in Oakwood, and they said, well, we designed it. And I said, well, you young guys did, and I guarantee you that. Because it's a building that, in my mind, it's got, tight ceilings, very closed in, and very much what we like is buildings that are open and fresh and with a lot of open hallways and accessible. So we have actually had, and I showed these plans to the city when we introduced ourselves a couple of weeks, because the city didn't really know who bought the building either. So we introduced ourselves to them and told them we were 48 acres, is who the LLC was that bought the building. And we've had architects do a little contest to see what could they do potentially with the building to bring it into modern times, both on the exterior and the interior. And it was interesting how I told them, you guys do whatever you want. Just I paid them an amount of money and said, give us your concepts of what this building can look like. And frankly, the building can look very nice in its current location. It's a steel building that, is it steel? Yeah, it's steel with the Flexicor, which I guess I'm not a building type person, just around real estate a lot, but that means it's a very flexible building. It can be modified without tearing the building down. And that was one of our questions we had early on, is can we get in there and move some of our medical staff in this building without completely disrupting the building. So what I think you'll see in time, and right now we have no plans for the building other than work with the current tenants. So let me repeat that. We have no immediate plans for the building other than work with the tenants that are there. We typically work in budget years. So in a big project like this, you can imagine, this just isn't $50,000, but it will be millions of dollars for us to renovate this building. And our intent is to make it a feature building in the city of Oakwood. We want this to be the nicest building on Far Hills in Oakwood and Kettering along the board. So that'll take time. We will have to budget for it. Our capital budgets usually run on an annual basis. And we've already spent everything that we're going to actually overspent what our plans are for 17. 18, I can't tell you. If I were guessing, I'd see us start doing something here end of 18, 19 would be kind of our schedule. But I have absolutely no authority to say that other than that's just my gut. Okay? I think there's some open space in the building. We will consider moving people into the building from our medical staff. If you saw some of the press releases on this building, Roy Chu, who's been the president of Kettering and now is the president of the Kettering Health Network, he remembers years ago, and he's actually one of the few administrators that's been around longer than I have. He remembers going there to meet that Primed, a medical group that was very prominent in this community. That's where their practices originated, was in that building. So this building used to be a major medical building in our community. And as time has passed, frankly, most all the medical services in hospital-type medical services have left. Primary care has left Oakwood. And so our intent is to bring back primary care services back into the community. And that's kind of the strategy of ours, is to not try to consolidate on our campuses, but to try to get out in the community as best we can with our services. And then put enough services in so people can be taken care of without having to go to multiple buildings to get services. So, for example, you don't want to go see your family practice doctor in building A, go around town and see your cardiologist, and the cardiologist orders a procedure, and then you got to go to another building. We just want to try to, we're trying working hard to consolidate our services so the patient doesn't have to go all over the community to be taken care of. And this is a large enough building where we can eventually do that. Let's see. Parking on this building, I've noticed as I've driven in the building and sat in the parking lot a few times, there's a lot of Dorothy Lane staff that are parking in that parking lot. Obviously, Oakwood has a problem with parking. I will tell you that we have acquired the house directly to the north of this building, the little house, kind of cute little house with a little front dome on it like that. We've bought that little piece of property, and our intention is to work with the city to put in additional parking and support additional parking in Oakwood here, because Oakwood is a little bit shy of parking. So you will read that. That isn't in the paper yet, but one of these days that'll hit the paper too, so I want you to know first off.
Dr. Bates, eye doctor, he told me, he's been there 25 years or so, when they had full doctors in there, he said they had a real problem with parking when it was filled with doctors. A lot of the employees had to park down the street.
I can imagine that, and that's one reason we moved right ahead when we found out that house was available. We went ahead and acquired it. The city owns the building right next to it, and their dream would be to make that block parking, as I understand it, and talking to them, for the city, for the shops and Starbucks and everybody else in downtown. And so we want to not cause additional problems, sir, but maybe be part of the solution for parking in the city of Oakland. Welcome. Hi, I'm Richard Haas. Thank you for coming. So we're just kind of giving you an update on the whole building. So thank you for bringing that up. And I would guess that would be true because there's only about 100 plus parking spaces. And if it was full of positions in there, the parking would be really good.
Just for your information.
Yep. No, I appreciate that.
Said there was a real problem.
Well, he's been in there that long that he realized that. I would open it up to questions, you guys, and we can just try to talk through the questions and the answers. I'm happy to do that. I hopefully have addressed some of the questions that you maybe have just right up front. And
I'm on a month-to-month now, so you said that's till end 18 or beginning of 19.
and I'm guessing.
Ballpark, so I assume you're just going to leave us in place until then, or?
We've had a couple of you that have requested to maybe expand, and so we'll evaluate. I wanted to kind of wait for this meeting, and Kirk took me through the building room by room, other than the vacant space, I should say, yesterday, to kind of get a feel for it. I had only previously walked the building in the hallways and poked my head in a few doors, but there's quite a bit of vacant space there that we'll try to work with, and we'll work with you individually on leases. I mean, month to month, if you want to extend that, we can talk about that. If you want to stay month to month, we can talk about that. Pardon me?
I could keep it that way as long as I had a couple, 3 months notice that, okay, now bulldozers are coming or whatever.
Yes, sir.
When you said, no, you said like this, that 18, 19 minutes when you're expected to actually renovate, or will you be bringing in, I guess, like other carrying out that like operating practices for that?
Today, we have made actually 0 plans. We do not have a group that's ready to move in, because if we did, obviously wherever you move, it would need a lot of remodeling. So at this point, we're just trying to get a handle on the mechanics of the building. I've had people tell me it's a wonderful building, great location, lots of problems. The previous owners, tell me they put $1 million in the building. I really don't see where they did. But honestly, so I think first off, we want to get control of the building from a mechanical and a maintenance point of view. And Kirk showed me some problems last night that we need to address, and we will want to be a good owner of the building and take care of. I think my first goal is to just get acquainted with the building, get control of the building, make sure that it's warm in the winter and cool in the summer, and the basic mechanics that are in there are working before we get too excited about moving other people in. So at this point, we just want to kind of just, probably for at least 6 months, just kind of freeze it in place and just get familiar with it. I'm going to go back and answer your question. You made the comment, kind of keep month to month, and then you can give me 90 days notice. Let's just say worst case scenario,